Can you make that music box go off again for us?
Hello? Is anyone down here? Can you tell us your name?
We definitely are very well versed in paranormal investigating, but we're always going to have a good time.
Don't do this to me. It is possibly the spookiest place I've ever seen in my life.
Somewhere along the way, the subject of ghosts came up, and that's not necessarily a subject that everyone goes, oh wow, but when you find someone that's as intrigued as you are, it just became kind of this amazing topic of conversation.
I happened to mention that I work in a haunted building. We decided to one night take the equipment in and see what we could find, and it actually ended up being a pretty fun and wild night.
Yeah.
Once we did that, we were like, whoa, how can we do this again? It's the best when you can combine a girls' trip, spa day with a ghost hunt.
Yes.
We set up an Instagram page, and that's when we came up with the name of Ghost Moms. We're moms.
That's how we met. We're moms. We have 8 kids between us.
We've been doing this for several years, so it's rather difficult for us to put a number on exactly how many haunted places we've been to. And I think 75 would be
I would say that's a good ballpark. We'll do some research on the place, learn about it, see why people think it's haunted.
We usually have a game plan of what areas of the property we want to investigate first.
A quiet night is pretty much the norm. It's very rare that, in fact, I would say almost never, that you are just like one thing after the other all night long. There are way more moments of quiet.
Yeah.
And then you'll have a burst of activity.
Can you make that sound?
The key is during the burst of activity to try to communicate,
Whoever was downstairs with us, can you come up here?
try to validate what you're experiencing and debunk and figure out whether or not there's actually something there that's unexplained.
Ghosts love to visit us when they're trying to nap.
Usually we're kind of just chit-chatting and then something will happen, and it's always in the dark when we can't see, and there's no way to not get scared when that happens. You can't prepare for it, ever. We'll usually start investigating between 10 and 11.
We have a couple different motion detectors. We have other things that are touch sensor.
If it's across the room and it goes off and nothing's there that we can see touching it, it's wild.
Sometimes we are very lucky to be filming while that's happening.
Yes.
Can you play your trumpet for us?
Is there something you're trying to tell us?
That sounds like a sonar.
For what?
How many people are here?
We'll be recording our conversations in addition, so because sometimes when we play them back, there's things that we couldn't hear with our own ear, but it actually was picked up on the recording, and that it can be very creepy.
Anybody feel stuck here still, even though you're not here?
So we have done the Missouri State Penitentiary twice. The first time we caught a voice on a recording device that we didn't hear with our own ears. 3 years later, we decided to go again, and we are in a different building, and with our own ears, we could hear that same exact voice, that maniacal Scooby-Doo villain laugh.
What'd you hear? What was it?
It was the Scooby-Doo laugh.
We replayed it just to be sure we heard it.
It's the Scooby-Doo laugh.
No one
To
was in the
hear the
complex.
same voice at the same destination 3 years apart was really wild.
So we're in a morgue right now.
We were investigating the Glore Psychiatric Museum, which used to be a psychiatric hospital. So we go into this morgue, and they have displayed a mannequin under a sheet on an autopsy table. So I took a cat ball, which again lights up whenever it's touched. I put it on top of the body, on top of the sheet. This one decides that's not good enough, so she takes it, puts it under the sheet on top of the body, right? And then, it doesn't go off. The mannequin's not moving, clearly. We go into the side room.
Kind of forgot about
it because it wasn't lighting up, nothing was going off, and we were in the pitch black dark, and all of a sudden, I just went flying across the room, like curled into a fetal position. Reportedly, the morgue is haunted by a little boy that likes to play tricks. And so we were kind of thinking maybe he reached under there and grabbed the ball. Top 3 most terrifying moments I've had while we've been doing this.
Someone move that table.
No,
I didn't touch it. It went into me.
It's amazing in the moment when you are terrified, truly terrified, to then be able to laugh. Laughter through fear is one of our absolute favorite emotions. There's always going to be a moment of levity.
When we leave, we just say, thank you for sharing your space with us tonight. You don't have to stay here, but you can't come home with us.
Yeah. Oh, it's those spooky adrenaline moments that really hook you.
Yes.
Because when you leave and then we kind of discuss the investigation, relive it a little bit, those are the ones that are like, now we gotta go back. Yeah. Now we gotta do this again.
We just want to reach more people. We want more people to have fun with us. I think that's the key.
That's the best answer.
However they can find us, we just want them to know we're having a good time. If you come along with us, you're clearly going to get a little scared. You're gonna have a good time. You're definitely gonna laugh. You might dance in your seat while you're watching.
Yeah.
But hopefully you'll understand why we do this and why we love it so much. I'm so grateful that we get to do this, and I'm grateful that
it's really fun.
these two want to do it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of places still left on our list that we want to
definitely.
investigate. I don't know. We could be the ghost grandmas by the time we get through.
Most likely.